you see, Shatta Wale has opened the year for the entertainment industry.
I agree.
Yes, because that entrance is a grand entrance to Ghana Entertainment 2025. Yaba. Yes, that's how I'll put it. The grand entry of Ghana Entertainment 2024-5 was Shatta's entry into Ghana from Jamaica.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I want to believe this.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, even before his entry, the showbiz industry had no major story. We were all discussing NDC, MPP, and the fact that the inauguration was coming. No, because the top people in the showbiz industry, most of them have gone mute at the moment.
Very well.
Nobody was making any statement until Shatta's entry. Now, after Shatta's entry, entertainment stories started picking up, and it has been good. Well, so I want to agree with Long John on that one. But we will go watch some of the interviews he granted. And among the plethora of media houses that came through, many of their stories actually were flying. Joy News, Max TV, Metro TV, GTV, Samiflex TV. In fact, a whole lot of blogs. Zion Felix, GH Kweku, Sambi King, Konkonsa, GH Hyper. Charlie, some of them you cannot even mention. Big ups to you guys. We appreciate all of you guys for your coming and your presence. Let's go check this out. When I come back, I ask Long John some of the highlights in these interviews.
Jamaica will be more because I was supposed to do this like years ago, but we mentioned it was because of Vybz Kartel. That's why I had to lay back. But for now, I think I'll be going to Jamaica more because that's really what I love to do. And if I have to perform anywhere in the world, I believe Jamaica will be one of the places I'll be performing. Or any other country now you can find like dancehall. So yes, I'll be doing more of that.
Anyways, that was it from the airport. Media people, when they meet you like that, they wouldn't spare you. There were some people who felt that they were not even expecting Shatta to have responded to some of the questions, knowing that Charlie just came and you guys were still bombarding him with questions left, right, and center. Let me come to you, Long John. Some of your highlights, some of your picks among the responses he gave to the media before we run away.
I think I must applaud Shatta Wale's PR game during the interview. It was very excellent, distinct, and articulate. If you see the way, even though he was very stressed out, taking into consideration the very long journey he went through.
I think it was about 9 hours.
Yes, and after all that, he even went through a traditional preparation process, there. You understand? And after all that, he still granted interviews. I think it shows how powerful and how strong of a man he is. He's as strong as the thing that stands between his legs.
Wow, have you heard it before?
Everybody has seen it, but everybody has seen it. No, nobody can. Yeah, Shatta Wale, everybody see it. So that's basically the whole thing. So with another thing I would like to dive into are some of his comments he made, just like me. You see, first of all, why will I say Shatta Wale is very intelligent and smart? Entering into a country where he noticed tempers were very high, especially looking at the
political
landscape and how inauguration had just ended. Security and everything is on the rise. It is only prudent for a smart and a very logical human being to understand that this is not a time to preach or breed violence. You understand? This is a time for you to allow people to know this is home. This is peace.
True.
You understand? Because if there's no peace here, I don't think he can even make music. True. So it was a very excellent conversation he had with the media, even at a point where the media were asking very
critical
and infuriating. Now I'll put it as infuriating questions because some of these questions you ask yourself, Obi away from going to the where you find a whole bang. You understand? But as matured and smart as he is, you notice that I have to be the bigger man.
Someone was asking, so are you now confirming, or have you now been confirmed as the dancehall king in Ghana?
Look at this. Look at this. Then another person who also asked, so can we now say Black City is now your manager? I mean, you should be this. You don't need anybody to tell you. Certain roles are there. You need formal communication from the team or the artists to be put. So if there's nothing like that, how do you conclude he's a manager?
Yeah.
You see, these are some of the conversations, but he was able to use, and this makes individual differences. He was able to carry, and you see, because it's his job, he has the experience. He's used to some of these media games. You see, and one thing he knows is, he knows the media want to paint him so bad. He's fully aware. He's always prepared. He's always prepared. If you notice the way some of these questions were flying in left, right, center, realize that Shatta's IQ is not ordinary. Because if it was somebody I know that was asked, when are we going to have a timetable? Even when he was seated, he would have just tell you that. Won't prepare more timetable. Because question will be but as smart and important as he knows he is in Ghana, knowing very well we are coming from a political terrain where things have been very hot, he decided to preach peace. Where he told Ghanaians, he's ready to work with everybody. Stoneboy inclusive, Black City inclusive. And his work with Black City shows very well that he doesn't hold grudges to anybody. So long as you are ready to join him to push the thought of good Ghanaian music out there, he's ready to work with you. He doesn't care if you've insulted him, destroyed whatever. Anybody that comes at his feet and say, Shatta, make we do this, paint Ghana music, he's ready. And these are the things our media are supposed to highlight. These are some of the things Shatta Wale does. Our media are supposed to push. Instead of making them feel, or making Shatta, and I'll applaud all media houses, I wouldn't lie to you, because every one of them posted that message. I wouldn't lie to you, because they did an excellent job in taking that conversation, because we know this media landscape. Everybody want negative news. But this particular one, everyone made it a point to post that positive message. And it shows that Shatta Wale is not a man of war. No. Even though when we were closing the year, somebody came with war. I said, no. People might see me this way, but they don't know I have that Dr. UN spirit in me. I call for peace when it's necessary. And at this juncture, it's very necessary for me to advocate for peace. I think even the UN should consider giving him an ambassador. They have to consider giving him an ambassadorial role for like peacekeeping something, because these kind of things is what shows that our celebrities are in line trying to push the agenda of the social economy they find themselves. You understand? Looking at what Ghana went through and Shatta talking about peace, it was right and in the right time. Understand? So it's one I would like to approach Shatta for.
Okay, let's also talk about possible collaborations that he mentioned. I know that there are some people who expect more from him, especially after the huge acceptance that he's enjoying from Jamaica. People enjoy him to be doing some back-to-back collaborations. And even he confirmed that this year he'll be doing some more tripping and some more collabs. What are your thoughts there as well? Are they really necessary for him at this time? Or the connect with Vybz Kartel is enough to even do the trick for him?
Do you love arts? Look no further. Tetekwarshi Art Market is your ultimate destination for the finest handicrafts made in Ghana. From unique designs to authentic Ghanaian artistry, we bring you the best of local craftsmanship. Find us at Tetekwarshi Interchange, along George Bush Highway, adjacent to Evergreen Palms and the Talo office. Need more details? Call us today at 0244631771 or 0553209514. Come, explore, and take home a piece of Ghana's creative heritage. Tetekwarshi Art Market. Experience art. Celebrate culture.
You see, so let me put it this way. Shatta Wale right now is now an institution. Regardless, he's made it clear that this year and the years coming, he's going to focus more on international gigs. Now, him saying that isn't born out of the fact that he's hungry to go back.
Okay.
But he's seen how they've accepted him. And that is not something which is far-fetched, because we all can see from social media and his digital spaces that the reception of Shatta Wale after his performance in Jamaica is very resounding.
Yeah.
It's one just a few artists have been able to emulate. You understand? So, and he himself gave himself a target which he has been able to meet, which is I would like to perform with my role model Vybz Kartel before I perform in Jamaica any other time, and it has happened. So I think this is the best time for him now to avail himself. Talking about his features, he didn't even end that conversation.
Yeah.
We saw Steph London drop how do you call it?
A feature he did.
Yeah, a feature he has given him. You understand? And he himself reshared it and said, it has started. The 2025 has started. The action has started. So you see, it means there are going to be certain top names you least expect Shatta Wale to have something with. That will be dropping this year. You understand? Since he didn't give names, I think he mentioned names. He mentioned Vybz Kartel, he mentioned Popcorn, he mentioned a couple Skilly Bank, those Jamaican artists. The Gaza family, you understand?
Family, yeah.
So I think as he's mentioned those names, we should expect something from there. And I believe he has more in stock, because the Shatta I know doesn't talk too much about his positives. He shows action. You understand? And I believe it's not in my honors to drop them, but in the honors of the manager and the team to drop those. So I always want to say his target for this year is international. Meaning this year we are not going to see a lot of singles and stuff, maybe from him. But what we are going to see is projects with other artists. Not local, but other foreign artists. And this will go a long way to prove to those doubters that said he can't work, he's lazy, he sits here, Now time is up for you to see workings. That's basically it.
There was one question that maybe if you guys can help me. Whether someone asked or someone did not, but I've not seen any video out there. Because on the day, because of the noise, I was not hearing the real questions that were put to him. As to whether we are to expect a return of a Shatta hosting Vybz Kartel in Ghana, because Vybz Kartel hosted him in Jamaica, and we know their relationship. In fact, after the concert, we've seen how Shatta Wale's name is soaring everywhere. Everywhere Vybz Kartel has spoken, he never forgets to mention Shatta Wale's name. During interview, the Billboard interview, he mentioned him. In fact, numerous postings on his timelines on social media, he's been posting him. Are we to demand, to expect a return match? Now Shatta will be playing home and Vybz Kartel will be playing away.
You see, me, the Shatta Wale I know, I wouldn't like to give a direct answer, but what I would say is this. If we want to see the best of Shatta Wale, an investor needs to enter this conversation.
Shatta will be happy to hear this.
I wouldn't lie to you. If you want to see the best of Shatta Wale, because if you are, and let me tell you, any investor that wants to make chunk of money this season should plan this for Shatta. I'm telling you, if you want to make huge revenue, a stadium-like type of revenue, plan this for Shatta Wale. And if you have a yearly event, you kindly bone it just for this event and come back and tell us if you didn't make profit. Because this particular one will not be just for Shatta Wale, but will be for the entire Africa.
Yes.
His first entry into Africa.
Yes.
And it's going to be a different tourist attraction, because this is someone who has been in jail for 13 years.
These are some serious business punches out there.
Yeah, this are, and you see, it shouldn't
because
just
the East Africa, most of them, they really love
Thank you very much. The Kenyans, you see.
Because I hear Vybz Kartel will be going to those areas. Yeah. I don't know when.
So the thing is, we need urgently, I am personally pleading, an investor, an event organizer should come on board link up with Shatta Wale, because if Shatta is in, the reason why you need Shatta Wale is if Shatta is in the business, the charges and certain things that will go on will be quite balanced for you because of course Shatta is his son, so he will consider certain things.
Shatta can now pull
yes,
the strings.
thank you very much.
Make it look like I'm inviting
that way, but
make
make you no go pass back. If you pass back, I beg you, your more price don't because Shatta Wale. Nah, yeah, we now will come and nail you. If you are doing it, involve Shatta Wale so that it can be smooth, because I'm sure Shatta Wale wants Vybz Kartel in Ghana, and it will be very beautiful for Vybz Kartel to touch down Ghana first before any other African country. So I'm dropping this.
And now the world, they have all seen the Shatta Wale Vybz Kartel connection.
Yes!
Everybody has seen it.
And everybody is dying for it. Jamaicans are now calling Shatta Wale for an event. This summer, first that has, they've already put out their artist.
List, yeah.
They are now still calling for Shatta Wale.
Wow.
You understand? So you can imagine what a Vybz Kartel show will do internationally. This is not just any event organizer should understand. This is not just on the ground. So on social media, you go feel make more earnings, more incomes. So at the plead, which I wish we can be the first country to host Vybz Kartel in Africa. And it can only be possible if the right bodies from the Ghana Tourism Authority, even if government agencies come together and make this realistic. Trust me. It can. And even looking at what we are coming out from, you see, in Kwasumna, hit na ide free last government and they ran. The hit we are coming from that last government, you know. This kind of event can make people forget a lot of stress.
I was going to say something you mentioned in passing though, but let me still mention it.
Sure.
You know, Ghana is still going to champion the December NGH, the Year of Return, and all its related events.
Very well.
I'm sure, looking at our connection with Jamaica, in fact, Jamaicans, they know that they have direct connection with Ghana.
Right.
They know I hear there are some places in Jamaica that is called Kumasi, and in fact there are some they have some of these Ghana names there.
Names, wow.
Yes, it is there. Those who have been there, they know this.
Wow.
This should also be a thing that the state can even champion. And so you mentioned it in part. That's why I want to reiterate that. Okay. Ministry of Arts, Tourism and Culture, they can take some of these things.
And this can be a very good statement for whoever becomes the minister in charge for creative art.
Okay.
For your first year, it can be a very good statement because trust me, it will pass a very good message. Imagine someone doing an event in Jamaica with 24 private jets landing there and doing the same thing in Ghana. Do you know how many Nigerians are coming here? This is a whole tourism we have on board. Imagine Chris Brown. Chris Brown went to South Africa. See the numbers he called there. This one idea and I drop we free. You baby, I just some flex.
and you know that there are I know some international figures who would also want to do stuff with Shatta.
Why?
In fact, I can throw one name out. McMill. Trust me.
McMill is in his DMs.
McMill wants to do
chasing
stuff with
him.
Shatta. In fact, last 2 years or so, something was supposed to happen, but for politics' sake. But for politics' sake, it's fault. Something was cooking, like it was half cooked. We were just supposed to start serving. The bowls were broken and it could not continue. So
the same call came through.
Oh no!
Wow!
These are not the same call. Not the same call.
The same daughter of the princess.
Some matters are there. We'll handle that later.
Okay.
But I still think that this Shatta and Vybz Kartel return match.
Trust me,
it should happen.
It must.
No, it should happen.
And I'm praying.
And I like that point you raised.
Yes.
And like I said, Shatta will be happy to hear this.
Yeah.
Like some investors should take it. Like
trust me,
this should be business.
If they want to make money, this is the best way because no event can outdo that event. A Vybz Kartel event in Ghana.
No
event in Ghana
after failing Jamaican Stadium.
No event in Ghana. And we want to call on people like Mr. Easy, them. They can run it. Simple. They can run it simple. They can make it happen.
Some cool partnership.
It can happen. And Shaxi come together. Oh, it will be mad.
So the Baba Sadiq or...
Baba Sadiq, yes. But currently, because they've not yet put someone in charge of the
but I know, as much as they've not put someone in charge of creative, I know Baba Sadiq
individually can do it.
No, not individually. Their influence.
Right.
Pulling strength for some of these things to happen for the good of their government.
That's right.
You understand? Their influence in pulling strings for the good of their government. Some of these things should be happening.
And they should understand, politicians or political people should understand, when Ghanaians or citizens are stressed, the only thing that brings them relief is sports and entertainment. And showbiz, Right now, as we sit here, sports, no citizen wants to hear about Black Stars. The only thing they will be willing to hear or move out to watch is two names, Vybz Kartel and Shatta Wale.
Wow. We pray this will happen. Just to share some internal information here. Shatta has asked about plans for 2025, and most of the team members are pushing for this as well. So as much as team members,
they can even infuse it in his what's the name? Freedom Wave concept.
As much as some team members are pushing for this, if some investors also come on board, we are also going to do our best in-house though. We're also going to do our best to also approach.
But if Shatta is able to do this himself, he will make money fucking from this.
I see.
Pardon my words, but I'm being honest. If Shatta is able to do this himself, because he's not going to make, he shouldn't even look at Ghanaians. Or free other African countries, those from other African countries coming. I've been watching your show on YouTube. People comment from other countries.
Oh, that is crazy.
And imagine them knowing Vybz Kartel is coming to Ghana. How many of them were able to have the chance to go to Jamaica?
No, they couldn't.
Oh, and they are able to get the ABR from Easter. They get the fella he's coming to Ghana. They'll start preparing their ticket.
Deal.
Oh,
they'll be coming.
Imagine the Hollywood stars, celebrities that will come and pass through to give this government a good name. And if Shatta does it individually, he will make all the benefits.
Well, yeah. This is your boy, Wale Music TV. Send subscribe my channel. So wanna subscribe him. If you wanna click bell, no do. Na me the video be out tomorrow. I want the first person about share. If you wanna drop a comment was so. Wale Music TV, yes, Shatta Wale ni TV, I more Shatta Wale ni news. Na update, everything be a friend Shatta Wale who be a once a back on the more platform do. Into bomb more than subscribe, next share, no brother, and I was system who edumede in Wale Music TV. Video be able post on what they be a by Shatta Wale. Inti say Shatta Wale no fan could send their blend good news. Blend never share, never subscribe, no brother, and our system who edumede in the more platform do. Video be able post on what they be a by Shatta Wale. Inti say Ejun the day Shatta Wale fan could send their blend good news by Shatta Wale. Net bomodana share, no brother, and our sister. On who edumede in Wale Music TV. Thank you.